Steve, how good did it feel to be out there?
Felt real good. It was first day practice, so it was good. Light practice, so got starting it slow and easy, and just kind of build from here.
Into your decision?
What?
What went into your decision in terms of getting back out here?
I've kind of said little things here and there. I kind of stuck with. I got 36 catches, so to get 1,000 receptions would be cool, and that's my ultimate decision. Really, I just kind of said that really because it just was an easy question, and it was an easy answer to the question. But the real reason I really decided to come back is, when I got hurt, prior to I got hurt, me and my wife were discussing, I think, the Oakland game. The night before, we were discussing some things about possibly coming back and playing that this year. A number of people, some of my good friends, Jordan Gross, when I spoke to him prior to me coming to training camp, he told me he thought it was a horrible idea for me to announce it. And then after I got hurt, we had lunch back in Charlotte, and he emphasized how it was a horrible idea, and that's why I got hurt. So, really is, 3 years ago I had the opportunity to go to a few different teams, and I remember sitting at that time in Ozzie Newsome's office, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is Ozzie Newsome, and being a huge, football fan that I am, I remember, what Ozzie Newsome's name meant when you say Cleveland Browns, when you say tight end. He was a trendsetter. He made the game of football for tight ends relevant. They just weren't blocking people. And so when I sat there, he had told me some things on why they thought that I'd be a good fit here. And ultimately, I'm on the back nine of my career, and I have an opportunity to play for another great organization. And he said, if you can't be yourself, we don't want you to be here. And obviously, after the logistics of contract, I told my agent that I want to be here. And so when I got hurt, my wife, myself, Ozzie, and Coach Harbaugh talked to me. And they told me take as much time as they want for me to decide that I come back. So I really came back, not to really set any records, but more because this organization gave me an opportunity. And when I got hurt, I felt like I let those guys down in the locker room. So for me to come back and play is to show them that I am dependable and that they can depend on me, and to show you jackasses that at 37 years old, I can still play. And I'm sick of y'all telling me, how can you depend on a 37-year-old to play this game after a ruptured Achilles? Well, you're going to see, because I have people that believe in me and I have a team that trusts me. And I rehabbed for 9 months while y'all sitting around twiddling your thumbs. I was sitting there 4 or 5 days a week for 9 months trying to rehab to get back on the field. And I intend to lay everything out, not for myself, but for the people who believe me, the people that invested in me 16 years ago, the people that thought that, I was only going to be here for a minute. And so this is just a chance for me to say thank you to them by finishing what the organization allowed me to start. That's why. So.
Will there be a Steve Smith farewell tour? You can go out quietly. A lot of athletes these days like to pay their respects to everybody once they say goodbye. Have you thought about something like that?
I'm not in this business to make friends. So if you're not in the same jersey as me, I plan to rip you to shreds, bottom line. There's a number of guys in this league, everybody I go against I respect, but I'm not trying to make you feel like that I fear you, but I also respect them. And this is competition, this is football. And in competition, guys are hitting you. So I'm gonna hit back. But we're gonna have fun and smile. I'm probably gonna smile more in these last couple of months that I've probably smiled in my whole career,
More interaction, though, with the fans, possibly, whether it be good or bad?
it's on the football field. It ain't too much interaction during the game, you know. So I still be hated in every city, you know. I enjoy that, but I mean it's just I'm gonna enjoy it the way I'm gonna enjoy it. There's some days gonna be tough, and there's some days where nobody goes to their job every single day, and they're ecstatic. You know, if it's 110-degree heat out there, like there's a few times I was lucky I was hurt because I could not imagine what those boys were going through. They were fighting their tails off.
Steve, what if there's way more left than even you imagine? Does that change anything?
Than I imagine? I've been rehabbing for 9 months. I know exactly what's left. I'll be all right. Contractually, this is my last year. And I'm just going to play ball.
John kind of alluded to with Terrell back out there and you coming back, kind of like the gang's getting back together, the pieces are there that need to be. Was that a feeling you had?
The bully's back. That's all I got to say. Vacation's over for the DBs.
How do you see your return impacting this week's performances?
Time will tell how much of an impact I have.
Steve, you said contractually this is your last year. Is this, in your mind, is this your last year?
Man, we just go play ball, bro. That's all I'm gonna do is play ball. Y'all worry about all the wrong things and all the good things happening. Y'all glance over them. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna make some plays. Oh yeah, and I happen to be 37 years old while I'm doing it.
Steve, my question before was about the decision to come back. You gave a terrific answer, but the decision to come back now as opposed to next week or the week after in terms of...
We're just taking it slow. I got to slowly build up, you know, so it's just a little bit at a time.
Steve, what have you noticed about Keenan Rowe's development, switch positions, and coming along the last 3 months there?
Honestly, I haven't been here for the last 3 months. You know, I've been rehabbing. So I know obviously playing quarterback where he was when he first got here and where he is now, he's making plays. Obviously he's doing well. We all have room for improvement. But I'll be able to see it better, you know, on the field, be able to look at it and kind of talk to him more about it.
So he's looked up to you, take a lot from your game, and you take a moving at all?
We're in the wide receiver group. We're in the meeting room, so we coach and discuss every position. There's something that he will do this year multiple times that I will be able to take from him. There was a guy, Dobson, he used a release. Now the release he used for the route did not benefit him, but I saw that release that I could use on a different route. So I told him I stole that one, I put it in my pocket, and I'll use it. And when I kill somebody for it, I thank Dobson for that. But we can all learn from each other. I don't believe we cannot learn from each other. That's a selfish and arrogant statement if you can't learn from a young guy.
Steve, you had one serious injury earlier in your career, and you maybe had a neck thing like in college. How difficult was this particular rehab, and was there ever a point during that rehab where you said, I don't know?
Oh yeah, I mean I'm a perfectionist, so there's a lot of points in there where I question myself. Yes, I believe that there were probably about 2 or 3 times where I really felt like, man, I'm done with this. I was in Charlotte doing a regular workout, and it was really hot one of those days, so they had the garage door open and looked at it, and I looked at my truck and I said, man, I need the tent. It's too light on my car. I need it darker. And that just showed me, I was like, man, my mind is not in this today. But, I just kind of grinded in there, and I'll just know. And I realized that I understand why guys, you're going to start to see guys more and more in the off season, I believe, retiring. Because what it takes in the off season to work out to look good on the beach is easy. But to run and play football at a high level, be physically fit, man, that's a requirement I think a lot of people don't understand. Once you get older, your body does not respond the way it used to. And you go, some guys, I'll be honest, some guys probably go online, look at their bank account and say, nah, I'm good. and shut it down and say it's not worth it.
Was it emotional being back on the field?
No, not yet. I think when I'm actually playing, I think I will be. One more and then we're done. Good? Perfect.